Hey everyone, it's Army Gaming. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. It is time to go over Chapter 3 of the Era Saga, Nishant the Great. And if you complete this, you will also get Nishant's Spiral. It looks really cool. When the turn starts, applies Photophobic Shield to itself, so whoever's holding this will get a Photophobic Shield. After you damage with the skill, you'll deal dark damage to damaged enemies. I've been looking for talents that can deal some additional damage to the enemy. It just helps the rank up survival dungeon speed along. And then when the wearer dies, applies a random Photophobic Shield to a random ally. Alright, so let's click enter, and as always, I'm going to be using Nishant that SP gave me, just to complete the easy dungeon, and then I will use my own to complete the medium and hard dungeon. Let's get through this. Alright, we already have 2 chapters of lore at the start, and then in total there's 25 as always. Let's see what happens with the lore. Alright. Release my guest, Alfred. Let's give him a proper welcome. Oh, it was Dr. Victor this whole time. Alright, let's see. Dr. Victor, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. He's so lost. General Nishant? I've been the biggest admirer of your work for the longest time, and I think that now's the perfect time for us to work together. Man, what is he thinking about? Please, let me go back to my lab. But you won't need that lab. I've prepared a lab for you right here at my castle. But why do you want me here? I want to experiment with mixing cells and relics. My goodness, Nishant's sword is about to stab Dr. Victor in the eye. I've already ran some tests, but I need the best scientist in Petra to get through the bottom of this. And I believe you're the best. That is impossible. Impossible is a big word, Doc. I'm sure you'll find a way. And I am sure you'll find a way within the next couple of days. But don't let me down. Now get to work. My bodyguard will walk you to your new lab. It just absorbs him. Alright. Okay, cool. Let's, like I said, the next node is also a cutscene, so let's see what happens here. It looks like... Alright, so Dr. Victor's in his lab. Nishant comes to visit. Dr. Victor! I believe you've had a breakthrough? Yes, sir. I must admire that the resources you provided me are extraordinary. Thank you. I'm very proud of them myself. I've been collecting these relics, cells, and dissected monsters for many years. I did it as a hobby for my collection, but I always knew that someday they'd come in handy. Dissected monsters? Now I'm ready. Do your thing. Yes, sir. Alright, so Dr. Victor, mad scientist that he is, he basically makes a Frankenstein of sorts with General Nishant. And then I love this animation when a monster transforms into a blossom monster. This is really cool. So at first I didn't like the head, but it's grown on me. Magnificent! You put Zyron's essence in the mix, didn't you? Yes, sir. Like you asked. I can tell. Can I go back to my lab now? To your old lab, you mean? Of course not. Who's going to provide you with the materials to do things as extraordinary as back there? If you didn't have any ambition, I'll have it for both of us. Our collaboration has just started. You stay here. I've got to leave for a couple of days now. I'm going to bring you new material, but feel free to play with my collection while I'm away. So you're probably going to make them different monsters, different teammates for them. Alright, let's click fight. Let's auto through this. Yeah, so again, going back to the head. At first, I was like, not the biggest fan of it, but the more I see it, I'm like, okay, it's cool. I wonder, can this monster doesn't hold any essence relics. He should have been able to hold, like, Zyron's essence. He should have been sword and revival. That would have been cool. That would have made, I think, a lot of sense. Because, you know, right, like, give him the ability to hold Zyron's essence, since he's basically made of that. But most players would have ran him with res, which would have been cool, because then he would have had anticipation plus res, and then dish out massive amount of damage. So far Season 2, what I can say right now, you'll see all the exclusive First League videos in the next few days, but I'm not the biggest fan of Season 2. It's starting off like Season 1. The monsters aren't anything too great, so that's cool. We can continue to use our old generation monsters, our Metro monsters, maybe some corrupted monsters. What I will say, though, is talents-wise, and I'll make a whole video about this, I've been liking Sigil a lot. Just the ability to reuse your best skills has actually proven to be quite useful. And as far as General Nishant, or now Nishant the Great, he is actually probably the best of the new season. That magic weakness at the start of the battle with the elemental multiplier that SP changed just makes him a deadly force. Like taking out, especially for newer players, taking out a 150 Megaton monster, if you have Nishant the Great on your team, is probably going to be super, super easy. You just use a strong AoE and they're done for. For the bounty hunt, he's going to be a good monster. If you don't plan on buying the exclusive bounty hunt monster to get the fugitive hater, hey, just use Nishant the Great. You start off with magic weakness against the bounty hunt monster. You dish out your strong attacks, and you're good to go. One of your attacks even applies dark weakness, so then you can have that magic and dark weakness too. So I think he could be a pretty formidable monster in the exclusive bounty hunts. For those of you playing this, don't forget to spin your roulette wheel when you're playing this, because that's where you get some amazing rewards. I actually already forgot if I've been spinning or not. Here, let's skip Murk real quick. So yeah, you have magic cuts. So your main skill right here, Curse and Nightmares to one enemy. You have Great Supremacy, it's an AoE, but with a magic weakness, it's super powerful. You can see the residual damage on the 2 monsters that have the magic weakness. And then Form is a self skill, and then this is what is this? This is your dark attack. Alright, so let's just auto through this. Why didn't he do the AoE? Black Ice and Great Supremacy, 1.13 mil. Stained in Fear, magic cuts. And then keep in mind, Murk is a monster you get in the marathon. He has res block. So I don't know if he's going to be a usable monster in PvP to stop all those Uriel bases, his high usage. I guess we'll find out in like 2 weeks. Alright, but let's continue with this lore and this era saga. What do you guys think about the Blossom era thus far? Let me know in the comments below. Like it, dislike it. What do you think about the monsters? What do you think about the Blossom talents? I'll definitely be making an updated video giving my thoughts, reviewing all of Season 1. But with regards to what's going to happen now, I have no idea. So we have Nishant the Great. That man, I just realized his shoulder thing is freaking huge. We have Nishant the Great, who essentially kidnapped Dr. Victor. Dr. Victor was able to make a Frankenstein monster. Essentially, that's what Nishant is. I wonder if all the generals are going to turn into mythic monsters, because that's kind of where it's going, right? They're all essentially like fighting each other, so that's going to be pretty cool to see. I wonder who's going to be next. I wonder what direction this game is going to take with regards to the Blossom era. And I wonder if they're also going to keep it at 4 months, 4 seasons, and then a new chapter, or they're going to keep it longer, because they did send out a request or a survey asking players, hey, what do you think about the sagas? Are they too short, too long, just right? So I wonder what players said. I think I said they were too short, because getting one every 4 months is kind of crazy. But I will say, even though they release a brand new era like the Blossoms, if the monsters are like okay and not like OP or crazy or anything, we're able to use our old monsters for longer. So to that extent, I don't really mind it. Alright, let's see what happens. Let the lore continue. Ah, the Dragon Soul. I thought Qiao Long would have this, and I wasn't wrong. It's so powerful that just touching it burns my skin. But this is the type of pain that I love. Excellent addition to your collection, sir. As an exception, I'm not taking this straight to my collection. I have a better use for it. Ooh. What will he do? So did he kill Qiao Long? Is that what happened right now? He said the Dragon Soul. I think Qiao Long is dead. Good thing he has the revival essence. Like Zyron should have. Oh, sorry, Zyron. Like Nishant should have. Alright, 500k gold. Alright. I don't even know where exactly I'm going. I think he's going all over Petra, just killing different monsters, collecting different items. I think that's what's happened. So maybe by the end of the lore, he'll make this like Strand monster. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. Oh, Frostbite. No, that wasn't Frostbite. Frost Wrath. Cool looking monster. We need a dragon era. That's what we need. Get a bunch of dragon monsters. It'll also help us with the dragon book. That would be cool. Yeah, we have so many dragon monsters that SP could make a whole dedicated chapter to the dragon monsters. Fight. Auto. Look at all these. Yeah, who am I going for? What am I looking for? What monster soul am I going to take next? Magic cuts. Alright. Let's spin this wheel. I think I make Murk, right? I remember when I was recording the exclusive First Look videos, and you read through the monster's lore, it was like, spoiler, I know what's gonna happen. I know what Nishant is gonna do. He's gonna make this monster. Was it Murk? Alright, look at all these water monsters. We have Taiga. We have Cryoton. I forgot that Hasai, I think the monster on the top. Let's finish them off. Oh man, I forgot that rare monster. SP used to give them out a lot in like every single event. Alright, let's see what we get. 5 gems? No, we got a silver relic chest. Alright, we have Kryleton. We have Clutch up ahead. Clutch, by the way, guys, is available. I don't know if it's for everyone or just for the owners, but he's available in the mini maze. And if not him, you can actually get Don Canine, which I would say, if you're a newer player, get Don Canine. You don't want to miss out on him. He can help you in the bounty hunt to deal triple damage by giving guard down to the enemy and giving yourself a triple damage boost, thanks to guard down Hater. And then you can also complete his Arrow Saga, and I think that's when you get Street Disc, if I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong. Could be something else. Alright. Cloud. Ooh! Oh my gosh, I love Ursus. Ursus is the one on the bottom. He is the whole reason. So back in the day, maybe you OG players will remember this. Gammy donated money for me to buy the pass, so I was able to get Ursus. He's not even like an OP monster or anything. He's just a cool looking monster. It looks adorable as a baby. Cute little baby Ursus. So Gammy donated money, and that's when I started to spend money in the game. After Gammy donated, other players would donate for other months, and then after a while I said, you know what, you guys don't even need to donate, and then I've started spending money. But then we also have a lot of channel members that also help, so even when I spend money, it's really like thanks to the channel members. So yeah, that's a little backstory on me and spending and how I used to be free to play, but now I spend money every single month. Okay, let's see what happens next. Alright, spin the roulette wheel. So I feel like I haven't really been getting any good spins like in the preview. Ooh, just as I say that, I get 10 nectar. I love it. It's funny because I will open up like 200 chests from SP events and get like 10 nectar, and then I just got it in one roulette spin. Alright, Master, where are we going? To find a new owner for the Dragon Soul. Why aren't you keeping it? Well, I would like to keep it, but right now I have other priorities. Now that our dark magic is so weak, I can't count on my usual allies, so I have to look for new ones, preferably from other elements. And which element do you think will intimidate Zara the most, my dear bodyguard? Fire! Oh yeah, so this is where Murk? No, exactly. Our new friend Victor has done some work on this talent, so it will become very useful to any monster who wears it. Oh, is it? It's Vadmelter, right? So we're heading to the volcano region, where fire burns at the very core of every monster. We'll find the perfect match for the talent there. And then what? And then they'll fight for us. Oh yeah, we're gonna go see Magmor. Alright, I gotta say, I don't know if Zara's really gonna be afraid of him. We'll see. We will see. Great supremacy. Again, that magic weakness. You can just see the power output from that magic weakness. Alright, loading rewards. Let's spin that roulette wheel. Let me see what we get. Gems. Nectar. Nope. 50k food. Ursus. I remember when Ursus came out, his global stomp skill, or global stomp ult. So there was a day when you would be so scared of that guy on defense, because if he was to get your ult, you would get OTK'd. And it's like, come on, in a war scenario, I don't want to lose a coin just because of a dumb ult. But yeah, everyone feared the global stomp. You just make him tanky, you couldn't stun him, you couldn't freeze him, and you just prayed that you could kill him before you get global stomped. The amount of times, I probably have some video recorded, the amount of times you would just like get global stomped. Oh my gosh, that was annoying. Alright. Oros. Who else do we have? Rock Antium. When are we going to get a Rock Antium? I guess we do have like a Rock Antium 2.0, huh? Alright. Your pain, 1.63 million damage. I must have attacked him with a dark attack. Let's see what we get in this roulette spin. It looks like we are getting 5 gems. Very, very nice. Okay, cool. And we're almost there. Ryclops is the last node? The last fight node? That's interesting. Why are Ryclops? Alright, Black Ice. Form for some reason. Fear. Magic Cut, 1.21 mil. Your Pain, 1.63 mil. Great Supremacy annihilates them. Alright. This monster would also be really good with a stock killer. Maybe you 3-speed stock killer. Stock killer has Pierce. Stock killer can also magic weakness everyone. So yeah, that way this monster can follow up and attack. Maybe you do like a 2 team speed or 3 team speed stock killer, maybe single speed just to go first, and that's your setup. Let's see. Auto. Boom. Tabora. I think I'm going to do a follow-up video with Nishant. One of the real great plays is going to be Nishant the Great and Amania. Because I can give a damage boost, I can cleanse any status casters I need to, cleanse any positive effects I need to, and I can churn transfer into him. But Amania would also get the elemental advantage from the enemies having the magic weakness, and then I could use her as an attacker, so that's another play I can do. So that's going to be fun. Alright, we have Nabuline, we have Tabora and backwards Tabora. So they're sisters in the back, that's why they look literally like inverse colors. Alright. Boom, boom, and Tessaday Beware. Cosmic Tessaday. Alright, let's see what we get here. Spin that roulette wheel. It looks like we are getting 50k food. Awesome, awesome. The avatar frame is pretty cool too. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm assuming we run into... Oh no, Kai. What's Kai doing here? Have you come to enter hell? No, I'm here for your volcano friends, but as far as I know, they're not big conversationalists. They aren't. I'll speak on their behalf. Good, let's talk. I'd like to form an alliance. With the fiery forces? Why? Nature monsters are on a power trip. They're playing dirty tricks to break the balance between elements. Dark magic, the magic of death, has been their first victim. Which is your magic. Yes. And you want to help the fiery forces to fight back because we have power over nature? It's not only that I need your help, I believe it's in your best interest to help me. Really? It seems to me that we have nothing to fear against nature. Ah, but that's where you're wrong. The dark magic blackout has only been the first step, but who do you think is next? You! You're the biggest enemies now, and they know how to manipulate element synergies. You'll be next. You may be exaggerating, but we could take action just to prevent any ugly surprises. I'm already taking care of this. I just need some help from you. And what is it you need? I'll explain. Oh, so what exactly is he going to ask for? Well, find out next week with the Vadmelter era saga. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I mean, right now, I think it's pretty obvious. He's going to ask for Vada Magma's help. We're going to get the lore of Vada Magma. But what else do you think is going to happen? Where else do you think it's going to go from here? Any thoughts? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much. And remember to subscribe.